Pretty Little Thing came under fire after rebranding and relaunching their lines to show more conservatism and also to show clothes that are more modest. So today in this video, we're going to talk exactly about that and how the baddie fashion and the club fashion is all over and the soft life is so back in. It's so funny because I made a video about this like a couple months ago in the beginning of the year. I was like, classy fashion and classy women is back and all that other stuff is out the window. And I said that this is my prediction that we're gonna have more conservative, modest clothing coming in that is more classy instead of this sexy club clothes that people wear on the day-to-day basis. And I was completely right, because if a whole freaking brand did it, then guess freaking what? It's freaking happening, guys. So you guys can go ahead and watch that video right here. But today we're gonna talk exactly about that. So let's get into the video. So first things first, let's talk about the public opinion. Obviously, when it comes to something controversial, there's always two sides to it. There's people that are like, oh my goodness, now I have church clothes, now I have clothes that I actually can wear, no more of this just like club fast fashion clothing, and instead we're coming into more conservative, high quality, old money looks, and I absolutely love it. That is my freaking aesthetic. So there's two sides to it, and personally I'm on the other side. I'm on the side that, oh my goodness, we need clothing like this. I have actually been in the past, I was going to be in fashion business management. I was literally going to go to FIT, which is a school in New York City, and it's a whole fashion school. It's Fashion International Institute or something like that. Fashion Institute of Technology? Yes, that's it. And I was going to go there and I was going to become a full-on fashion designer or in fashion business management. And basically, I loved fashion. I studied fashion shows, and guys, this is going to be amazing for women. Why am I saying this? Not only because is it more conservative and it's going to help them in the long run and help them get to their goals, and we'll talk about that, but also it is timelessness. That is what this conservative old money clothes is. It's timelessness. The thing about fast fashion is it's fast, right? And I'm not saying that that this brand is not going to be, Pretty Little Thing is not going to be fast fashion anymore. But in terms of the clothes, it's going to be more timeless looks, which is going to help women a lot to create capsule wardrobes that are going to last a long time. When you look at the pieces on their website, it's a lot of pieces that are neutral and a lot of pieces that don't have like trending what are called designs and trending things that are just going on for only a couple months and then they go out per season. Like, these are actual things that you can use for a long time and looks you can use for a long time. So one beautiful thing about dressing this way and dressing in a way that is kind of more timeless and more modest is exactly this. And I think that's a great turn that Pretty Little Thing is looking to and going towards, and I think that it's amazing, and we're going to see more brands like this. But also I want to talk about the point of the pendulum swing. The pendulum swing, my king told me this the first time and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so true. So I think women are getting really tired of the modern feminist movement. I mean, you've probably seen on TikTok a whole bunch of women saying like, who created feminism? Like, who created that women have to go work and do all this stuff? Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to stay at home and I want to cook and I want to do all this stuff. Like, a lot of women completely are like, you're acting so weak, this is weak, this is weak. But if that's what women want to do, this is what women empower is, right? Women empowerment should mean how women feel empowered in their own way. And women are starting to see that the common and mainstream work culture is degrading women emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, is degrading women. This is not how women should live, right? Women should have the ability to create and have the freedom to do what they want to do with their lives and with their energy. And at the end of the day, the work culture is not meant to do that. It's meant to keep you locked down, right? So I'm seeing a big pendulum swing where women that fed into this highly feminist, modern feminist type of persona or culture is pendulum swing to the other side, where they want to be more conservative, hold more conservative values, and really operate from their feminine energy. I'm not only seeing this in fashion, I'm seeing it in social media. Now we're having like people that are homemaking online and being very pride. They have a lot of pride when it comes to their homemaking and taking care of their home and their family and their husbands. It's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful and music to my ears. And I think that movement with like Nara Smith and all that stuff, and people just being home and being wives, but also living from a place of their own freedom and creativity is not only inspiring fashion, but it's also inspiring a lot of women that have been just degraded from what modern feminists said, oh, casual sex, oh, go work a job the rest of your life, oh, don't care about men ain't ish. Women are tired of that, okay? And it shows not only in the freaking culture and TikTok and people posting that they want to be living their soft girl life, but it's also showing in fashion, okay? And I want to talk about this pendulum swing. I mean, the BBL and Baddie fashion, like it's literally completely, it's just outdated. People do not like it, and people do not like what comes with it. And I want to talk about what comes with dressing like you're going to the club all the time. Dressing like it's okay to be sexy, and there's ways you can be sexy, but there's also ways where you don't have to try too hard. And that's what I talked about in my other video where I talked about we are getting classy fashion back, okay? So first things first is, again, modern feminists have really, they think they helped women and gave them equal rights and all that stuff, but it's wearing women down. It's wearing women down, and a lot of women are tired of it, and that's why they're feeding into the more homemaking, soft girl life, like building a family and all that stuff, because it's natural. It's natural for women to want that, and it's natural for a woman to feel safe in that realm instead of her being Miss Independent, okay? So I think women are realizing that conservative values provide a soft life, and that is amazing to see people come to an awakening all together collectively that you truly can live a soft girl life, but you have to get rid of those modern feminist values of men ain't ish, of I can do everything myself, I'm Miss Independent, and all of that stuff. Like a lot of the people that are in that realm, all they want is to have love. All they want is to have a family. And I think that women need to realize that they can truly have both. A woman truly in their feminine energy and not their feminist, modern day feminist energy, where modern day feminist is honestly about hating men. That's what it's about, instead of equal rights. It's literally about hating men. Feminine women are about empowering themselves with themselves. Instead of saying, hey, the government is doing this, men are doing this, and feminists, they fight for empowerment, but feminine women are empowered. They already are empowered because they put it into their own hands. They got rid of the victim mentality. That's exactly what you need to do when it comes to your life, right? The feminist movement is not going to do anything good for you. I promise you that. It's just not natural for our biology as women. And also, like, I feel like a lot of people think they want one thing, but they don't realize that they can have both. I absolutely love this quote my king told me, and he said that, poor people think, how can I get this or that? But wealthy people think, how can I get both? How can I get the family and the money? How can I become a multimillionaire and have a thriving family and a thriving relationship? They think, how can I have both? Because a true feminine woman, she is empowered in everything that she wants, but also she's magnetic to everything that she wants, okay? And she does not think that it comes with hardship. It comes with ease to her because she is radiating with confidence, with certainty, and she also knows that she is going to align her values with the right things, okay? Not with the things that's going to bring her to degrade her life, not the things that are going to come with hookup culture or modern day feminism, okay? So that's basically that. Women are now realizing that conservative values are going to what's going to lead them to a soft girl life. So I absolutely love that. And also, the impact of clothing is more than just clothing, okay? When it comes to clothing and you putting on clothes, obviously it's not only the perception, but it's also how you see yourself. When you start wearing clothing, not only do you download new identities, but you also download new values. For example, when you provide a more look that is more natural and authentic, right, it's going to cause you to not only see yourself differently, but it's going to cause other people like men to see you differently. For example, men are going to have to wonder. Men are actually going to have to wonder, right? Because men are supposed to be the people that are chasing in the relationship, but now women are wearing things that are barely causing men to have to chase for anything. Like, they don't even have to take your clothes off because you've already done the job for them. Now they don't have to chase for that, right? And it just shows what kind of woman you are when you put yourself in that position. But when you put on clothing that kind of covers yourself up more, looks more classy, gives you a more elegant look, then men are going to have to perceive you that way. Classy, feminine, elegant, and they're going to have to treat you that way. You see the way that they treat elegant women, right? I don't know if you have ever seen, but there are people on TikTok, online, they're treated like queens. There's a reason why queens in other countries, they're not wearing club clothes, they're not wearing BBL baddie clothes, they're not wearing they're not wearing stuff like that. They're wearing stuff that is dripped in gold, modern, not modern, but classy. It looks presidential. It looks like they they took care of themselves. They look like something that is protected. Okay, and that's the thing with modest clothing. It's not just about, oh, you want to put me like in modest and it's only about religious people only have to be modest. No, it's about protecting the things that are valuable to you. And the truth is the most valuable things on earth, are they protected or are they just exposed to everyone to kind of get exposed to? No, they're protected. Think about it. The Mona Lisa, some of the most coveted paintings in the world, they're covered behind plexiglass, right? And that's because they are highly valuable. When you value yourself and you put yourself in elevated clothing, it not only puts yourself in elevated clothing, but also you download this new identity of you being a classy, elegant woman, and people will start to treat you like, oh my gosh, she's high value. Look at the way they look at the Mona Lisa when you're in Paris. There's crowds of people looking at one portrait that is very old, right? It is very small, but people see it as highly valuable. They see it as something to be protected. You should see clothes at the same way. And I love that Pretty Little Thing went in this direction to provide that, because I promise you it is the next thing. You're gonna see this across many, 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 many different clothing brands. Obviously there's brands that branded themselves as club clothing, then you might not see it that much, but we're gonna go into this and I think it's here to stay, because people understand that these conservative values are going to help a woman, not hurt women, not, freaking make women suppressed. And that's what I think a lot of women have that is wrong, is that being modest and all that stuff is suppressed, and it's there to make women not have control of their bodies, when in actuality, it just elevates your value. It really elevates your value. So that's what I would say, is that when you wear different types of clothes, you have new roles for yourself. All of a sudden you say, okay, well, I'm gonna cover up more so that my husband, my king, my man is only gonna get access to these certain things, right? And that's that. I mean, I have certain rules too. When it comes to clothes that might be a little bit revealing than my normal clothes, I don't really wear that revealing clothing, but when I do, I'm always with my man, right? I'm never going to express myself without him in a way like that, because it just gives off, hey, I'm not taken, and I don't want to give those vibes off. And I think that's what a lot of women do. But not only that, we'll talk about why wearing different types of clothes will help you a lot. And when it comes to men, right, I think a lot of time women talk about how the dating culture is terrible and awful, but a lot of them don't realize that they're the one that's perpetuating this dating culture. Women have literally the keys to dating. It's sex, right? And when you just give it and give it and give it, then not only do men not have to wonder, but also men don't have to chase. And when men do not have to work for something, that's them getting out of their masculine energy. We are literally doing the things that are causing men to get out of their masculine energy. We're not allowing them to lead. We're not allowing them to be in their natural state of, oh, I have to go work for something, right? Because that's what men are supposed to do. They're supposed to work for their women. They're supposed to have wonder. But instead, when people wear revealing clothing, when people wear clothing that's not leading guys to wonder, then all of a sudden they're not in their chasing, they're not in their masculine action-taking mode. Like, that's why chivalry is dead in some cases, because they don't have to wonder, right? Is that all a woman's fault? No. But also, you can change your reality. You can change the way people perceive you, the way people treat you. Because I promise you, there could be the same guy, but the one guy can treat one girl differently and another girl very differently. One guy you would, like, one woman could call him a dog, like, oh my gosh, he's dogging girls out and all that stuff. And another woman can be like, wow, he's such an amazing leader. He treats me so well. Why is that? It's because the way that women carry themselves. And that's why clothing is a great way to carry yourself in an amazing way, right? So get men to go back into wonder. That is what conservative clothing and modest clothing is about. It's not just about being suppressed, as people say. It's not about suppression at all. It's about empowering women in a way that's going to help them. Because I swear it's going to help you. It's going to help men be in a stage where they have to wonder. But also, when it comes to wonder, it's going to make sex less accessible if you think about it, right? Because if men see you with less clothing, what do they really have to unravel? There's really no mystery there, right? But when you make yourself look like, hey, I'm an accessible person, then people are going to naturally objectify you. And a lot of women say, oh my goodness, men shouldn't objectify, they shouldn't catcall, they shouldn't do all that. That is men's nature, okay? So instead of working against human biology and men biology, why not work with it? Why not get them to wonder and have you have some mystery, okay? That is what's going to get a man want to actually chase you, instead of a man to go ahead and you have to work for the man and you are like doing everything inside to try to get his attention. Instead, let's turn the tables by using your power, your classiness, your elegance to work in your favor, and so that people can be attracted to you instead of you chasing after people. This is exactly the easy switch that you can do it. So instead of you being, oh my goodness, I'm gonna just wear revealing clothing because I think that it attracts men. It attracts men, but not the men that you want, most likely. If you want to actually be in a long-lasting relationship that has amazing foundation on it, do not lead with sex, lead with purpose. And how you lead with purpose is exactly this, how you carry yourself. I'm not saying you can't be sexy, guys, but there's a very elegant and classy way you can still do it, right? You want to attract the right men, and I think a lot of women, even on their Instagrams, they think they need to show everything in order to attract men. It's like, no, you're attracting the wrong type of men. Yes, you can attract men, and this is why people, like, women get deluded. They think that them getting DMs from men and them getting attention because they have booty pics on Instagram is like a good sign. It's not. It's not, okay? Because there's a difference between getting a man to get attracted to you for sex, because that's easy. Any girl can go out here and wear nothing and get attracted. And attract men for sex. That's very easy. But it's not as easy to still have clothes on and still attract men. That's where you attract the truly good men, because that's when you know that they're going to be with you for the right reasons. Okay? So start like playing smarter, not harder, girls. And one way you can do that is by wearing more classy, elegant clothing, and Pretty Little Thing has it. So I want to say kudos for Pretty Little Thing. I'm so excited to see more brands do stuff like this. And right now I'm traveling, but once I get to America, you bet your butt I'm going to start going on Pretty Little Thing. I think that's one of the websites I definitely want to look into a lot more. So I appreciate you guys so much. I make more videos like this every single day. Like, I make videos like this every single day. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to turn post notifications on so we can grow, be in our feminine flow, attract our desired outcome, and create our dream life, okay? So make sure to subscribe, like, and like I said, turn post notifications on. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Mwah. See you. Bye.